Here's Dakota Livesay with another story from the archives of Chronicle of the Old West.
Many of the stories from Arizona's history are full of legend and controversy, but there is no story that has more versions than the Wham Payroll Robbery.
It was May 11, 1869. Two military wagons were leaving Fort Grant in southern Arizona after dropping off the payroll. Their next stop was Fort Thomas. The detachment was headed by Army Paymaster Major Joseph Wham. An escort of 11 Buffalo soldiers rode guard. They had a strong box filled with almost $29,000 worth of gold coins. 8 miles from Fort Thomas, as they passed by an area near the Gila River, gunfire broke out from above. The soldiers ran for cover. In the process, 8 of the 11 soldiers were shot and the gold was stolen. The Buffalo soldiers distinguished themselves during the fight, with Sergeant Benjamin Brown and Corporal Isaiah Mays both later receiving the Medal of Honor for their bravery. The Wham robbery, as it came to be known, got nationwide attention. Within days of the robbery, U.S. Marshal William Kidder Meade had 7 local ranchers in custody. The ringleader was considered to be Gilbert Webb, the mayor of Pima. During the trial, Major Wham probably did the most damage for the prosecution. He identified a man as a participant who was 85 miles away at the time. He first identified some of the gold coins found on the defendants as from the robbery, then admitted he wasn't sure. Later it came out that Major Wham, who was unarmed at the time, probably abandoned his troops at the sound of the first shots. Because of concerns about his conduct, the jury asked to have the judge replaced. Angered, the judge fired the jury. Finally, President Harrison stepped in and appointed a new judge. After 33 days and 165 witnesses, the jury retired for deliberations, ate supper, and returned 33 minutes later with a verdict of not guilty. The citizens weren't happy. Everyone knew guilty men had gotten off by a misguided jury. There were those who say it was a matter of religion, race, and politics. The defendants were Mormon. Buffalo soldiers positively identified 3 of the men, and pressure came from the governor's office to acquit the men. After the trial, Major Wham was required to replace the lost $29,000. Later, he was tried and found innocent of malfeasance, and the money was paid back.
Questions of who was guilty and what happened to the gold still abound, and there are many stories that the gold is still buried somewhere in Arizona. I'm Dakota Livesay with Chronicle of the Old West.
Thanks, Dakota. For more information, visit fortheoldwest.com.